Now here, if you could recall, this is the query, the last part. Okay, so I don't need to think of these things right now, but this is the query. And in the selection, the first thing is select from, I think it was distinct, right? Later we have changed it to distinct. So select distinct makers. Let me double check. This is the query, right? Let me copy the whole thing here. So select distinct makers. So I'm basically selecting the makers only from product table. So from product, I'm selecting the makers. So if I do that, this much, that means up to this, these two lines will list down all the makers just once. That means A will come, B will come, C will come, D will come, and E will come, because all the makers should be listed only once. But here I have mentioned where maker not in this particular list. That means the maker, that means who would be selected, that should not be there in this list. So what is there in this list? So if you look into very carefully, in this list we are selecting select makers, right, from product table, where type is equivalent to PC. So I'm listing all the makers where type equivalent to PC. That means A will occur multiple times, B will occur one time, C will occur never, D will not occur, and E will occur multiple times. Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So up to PC, up to this much, I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, right? So if I do that, that means any maker who have a type called PC. So A will occur how many times? 1, 2, right? 2 times. B will occur 1 time. C will occur never. D will occur never. E will occur 3 times, right? Because E has 3 PCs, right? And model not in select PC.model. That means what I'm doing here. What is this? This query is selecting PC, selecting models from PC. So all the models from this PC will be there, right? So here I'm checking like model, that means 1232, comma 1260. The second model 1233, comma 1233 will be occurring 1221. I already have 1233, I already have written 1121, I have written 1121, I have written 1133, 11. So these are the unique models that is there in PC table, isn't it? If you look into the PC table, these are the unique models, right? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I am trying to find out that the makers who are producing PCs, but the model is not matching with this. So A has two things. All the models are matched here. Is it matching? It is matching, right? So the first thing, that is A should be here, but A is not here. Why A is not there? Because these two models are found here. So A should not come. Let's see B. B is having one model of PC, which is 1121, which is also there, 1121. So B is not appearing here. C is not producing any PC. D is not producing any PC. E is producing PCs. So 1260 is there, but 2112. 2112 and 2113, this is not matching. So these two entries will come here, right? The answer would be this much, isn't it? বুঝতে পেরেছেন what I have done?
Yes, sir.
So that particular part, that particular query will bring E and E in the list. And now here what I have done, distinct maker from product where maker not in. That means I am choosing maker and the maker should not be there in this list. So A is, whether A is in this list, the answer is no. B is in this list, the answer is no. C is in this list, the answer is no. D is in this list, the answer is no. But E, is it in this list? The answer is yes. That's why E is not appearing. Okay. Is it clear to all? Sorry, I'm basically spending a lot of time on a single query. So, but I want to make it clear. Whatever we have done, is it clear to all of you? So I believe you have got 1 point, right? You want to try some other query?
লাস্ট ক্লাসে যে আমরা যে প্রবলেমটা করেছিলাম স্যার, পাবলিকেশন প্রবলেমটা স্যার, ওইটার মধ্যে স্যার যে কিছু প্রবলেম ছিল স্যার, ওগুলো নিয়ে কি ডিসকাস করা হবে স্যার?
অবশ্যই, মানে it's totally up to you what you want. If you want to discuss on that, definitely we can discuss on that issue as well. There were some Word file, I believe, right? So some notepad files which I have uploaded. Did I uploaded anything?
Yes sir, the video and the two problems, problem and answer also sir.
Where those were there? কোথায় দিয়েছিলাম?
Sir, last class recording holo?
I think with last class recording, I have provided two TXT files, right?
Sir, SQL exercise recording sir, এই নামে সেভ করা আছে sir. You can check it. September 8.
না সেটা তো করব, but I need to download those things because I didn't save those in my PC, I believe. See whether those are there with me or not. Oh, I think I have those. Okay, so now that we have understood the concept of subquery, because you know the last problem is all about subquery, isn't it? How many subqueries we have written? 2 subqueries, right? In the last problem.
স্যার লাস্টের কথাগুলো আমি আপনার মানে শুনতে পারি নাই স্যার, আমার হেডফোন কাজ করছিল।
So here the query that we have written, it consists of subqueries, isn't it? How many subqueries are there? How many subqueries are there?
2 subqueries.
Exactly. This
Yes,
is
sir,
number
2 subquery.
1 and another query within this. So there are 2 subqueries, right? Very good. So the concept of subquery, I believe, is now clear to you, right?
Yes, sir.
Now as it is clear, so let's work with these problems. I hope you can see the screen, right? So So on the left, we have the solution. On the right, we have the question. Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay, very good. D. Okay. Now, I think it would be better for me if I, without explaining you, let me first of all try to formulate the query, and then we will try to explain. Or you want me to explain first and then basically step by step go with the solution? What do you want?
স্যার রেকর্ডিং কি অন করবেন স্যার?
হ্যাঁ, আমি করে ফেলছি। কিভাবে আপনারা চান করতে? Which process seems more effective? Step by step explanation.
স্যার এটা করলে মনে হয় ভালো
Yes,
হয়।
sir.
Okay, let's see. So first of all, as we don't have anything, I believe, from B, right? We don't have anything from starting from B. Let me go to B first, then we will come back to other queries. So in B it was mentioned, change the discount rate to 25% for any discount with 25% for all the sale records related to the title, name, flight runner that were sold after 31st March 2019. The issue here was we are talking about we have to update the table called discount because the amount is there, the discount factor is there in the table discount. As you can see in the table discount, we have the discount. Otherwise, we don't have discount anywhere else. Another table that we have, which is basically sales table, there we have discount ID, not the discount, right? That means we want to update the table discount and we want to set the value discount as 25% for all the sale record related to titles. That means what that means? That means like the sale record, whatever the sale record which contain a title called flight runner, which was sold. That means each and every title has a sale date. So the sale date and title is very important. So the titles that are basically sold after 31st March 1919, and the title name should be flight runner. So here the title name is not available. Why title name is not available? You know, like we are updating the table called discount, right?
Yes,
The
sir.
problem here,
Yes,
we are
sir.
updating the table called discount. So what other attribute we have? We have only one attribute, that is discount ID, right?
Yes, sir.
So here we are saying discount ID in. So we want to update all the discount for which under the sale table the discount ID was selected, where the title should be
So flight.
flight runner, but title ID is not flight runner, title name is flight runner, right? So
Yes,
here
sir.
we are selecting discount ID from where? From sale relation, right?
Yes, sir.
Where title ID in select title ID from titles where title title, let me put that indentation right. where title name equals to site runner, right? Is it okay? And just not that, at the same time, we need what? The date. And what is the date? Sell date. Sell date is after. That means sell date should be greater than 31st March 2019. So maybe we can keep it with single quote. Is it okay? Have you understood the query? Or have you understood the answer?
স্যার স্যার
So-
আমরা এটা নর্মালি স্যার কেন করি নাই স্যার?
Normally কিভাবে করবো একটু শুনি।
মানে স্যার where title name equals flight runner ছিল যে and sell date.
Okay, right. From where how can I do it normally? The problem here, I have mentioned, I want to update the table code discount, right?
জি স্যার।
This is my task, isn't it? এটা কি বুঝতে পেরেছেন?
জি
Have you
স্যার,
understood
এটা
this
বুঝছি।
part? If you go to discount table, what you have in discount table? You have only discount and you have discount ID, right?
Right sir.
So I will be changing the discount amount and I have to search for discount ID. That's why I have mentioned where discount ID should be what? Discount ID should be the discounts which you have received from sale. So that's why I have gone to sale relation. So I'm selecting discount ID from sale where discount title, because in sale, if you look into the sale, we have only what we have title ID. We don't have title name. So that's the reason why I'm saying where title ID in select title ID from title where title name equivalent to flight runner. So these query will bring the title IDs where the title name equivalent to flight runner, and then basically we can add that. That would be the condition, isn't it?
Yes sir.
And then definitely sell date is greater than 31st March 2019. So the reason of unavailability of the data in the relation, unavailability of the column in the relation, I have to go to some other table where I have found the linked data. So I need to update discount relation, but in discount relation, I only have discount ID. So I have to look for the discount ID that I need to update. So those discount ID is basically coming from sale relation. So which sale relations? The sale relation that is based on the title name called flight runner. But in sale relation, I only have title ID, not the title name. So what I have to do, I have to check the title ID where title name is equivalent to flight runner. That's why I have gone to the titles relation. So in the titles relation, I have title name here.
স্যার বুঝতে পেরেছি স্যার।
Is it okay now?
Yes sir.
সবাই বুঝেছেন? Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now let's go to D. D was also pending in the last class because these are all dealing with sub queries. So I believe that's the reason why it was on hold. So find total number of native employees working at the country from their country from they are belonging to stored in the database. That means you need to find out the employees whose country and the place where they are working is same, right? That is what we are looking for. Number D, Is it okay?
জি স্যার
Question clear? Find total number of native employees. I'm saying again, find total number of native employees stored in the database. So I want to find how many native employees are there, right? Total number of native employees, right?
Yes, sir.
So what you need to do? So I'm
Count
assuming,
Count.
very good. I'm assuming I have to count star from native list, isn't it? বুঝতে পারেন এইটুকুন?
স্যার
বুঝতে পেরেছেন?
স্যার নেটিভ লিস্টটা স্যার এখানে টেবল
হ্যাঁ, মানে because I want to count how many there in the native list. Let's assume native list is a table that contains all the employees who are working for who are basically native employees.
Sir, এটা কি স্যার এমপ্লয়ের একটা অ্যাট্রিবিউট স্যার নেটিভ লিস্ট?
No, I'm saying this native employee list is basically a query, which I will write now. I'm basically trying to segregate each and every part. Okay. So first of all, I'm trying to find out what I need to do. I have to count how many employees are there in native employee list, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, how can I define this native employee list? How can I create the native employee list? That can be created by select maybe EMP ID, right? So from employee table, I have to select employee ID. So I have employee ID from table employee, right? Where কি লিখবো? কি করবো বলেন একটু?
কান্ট্রি
Where country native কিভাবে হয়? How can we get the native? That means it is not only employee. I have to join employee with its workplace. What is how can I get the workplace? Workplace can be done into two ways. One is publishing house, another is store, right?
ইয়েস স্যার
So first of all, let's assume I am joining with publishers. There is publishing house. So if I join them, then basically first of all I need to mention EMP ID should be equivalent to, sorry, what should I say? Let me rename them. If I join employee and publisher, based on which attribute I should join? P dot hub ID should be equivalent to P dot hub ID, right?
আবাইডি ইয়েস স্যার
And what? P dot country should be
ইকুইভ্যালেন্ট টু
equivalent to P dot.
পি ডট কান্ট্রি
So this will bring me all the employees IDs, all the native employees IDs working for different publishing house. Make sense? Make sense?
ইয়েস স্যার
Okay,
জি স্যার
okay, very good. So similarly, I need to do the same thing for stores. What do you
জি
think?
স্যার
Because
জি স্যার
employees are also working for store. So in case of store, it should not be pub ID, it should be store ID, right?
স্টোর আইডি
Store ID. and these two should be
Union.
union together, right? So this is the list of employees who
স্যার
are
এখানে মধ্যে আরেকটা কারেকশন আছে না স্যার
কি
ইট
আছে
ডট
বলো?
কান্ট্রি ইকুয়াল এস ডট কান্ট্রি হবে না
Oh, right. It should be S. Correct. So this is the list of all employees who are native in nature. A native employee.
জি স্যার
Okay. So what I can do, I can cut it from here and paste it in this place. Now I can get rid of this native listing. Is it okay? Is it okay?
জি স্যার
Clear? সবাই বুঝেছেন? Is it clear to everyone?
ইয়েস স্যার
Okay, very good. So we have done up to G, right? Then let's go to H. So what is there in H? H কি বলেছে? Display store wise total book sold in 2019 from for Indian stores. Store wise number of books sold in 2019. I think it should be from Indian stores. Store wise total number of books sold. What does that mean? Store wise total number of books sold. জি বলেন। কি হবে?
স্যার আমরা প্রথমে ফ্রম থেকে স্টার্ট করব না তাহলে স্যার এটা স্টোর ওয়াইজ যেহেতু তাহলে স্টোর টেবিলটা আসবে দেন
আচ্ছা
স্যার
So-
টোটাল বুক তাহলে সিলেক্টে স্যার বুকটা কাউন্ট করব স্যার তারপরে
বুকটা
হচ্ছে
কোথায়
আপনার যে
আছে স্যার? একটু এক ধাপ করে আমি একটু বুঝে দেখি। So I if I need to understand how the query will look like. So store wise total books sold. That means store should be there and total book sold. These information has to be there, right? Store and total book sold. These are the two things that I want to show, right? Isn't it?
স্যার একটা স্যার কান্ট্রি ওই যে ইন্ডিয়ান স্টোর এটা স্পেসিফিক করে
No,
দিয়েছে না
I just mentioned what should be there in the query. So the criteria is basically Indian stores. Isn't it? I want to see the store and how many book is sold by that
Yes,
store,
sir.
right?
জি স্যার
Okay. So from which table I will get this data?
স্যার স্টোর আর সেল থেকে স্যার
Okay. So first of all, the store contains why I need to get data from store?
স্যার স্টোরের কান্ট্রিটার জন্য
Very good, because country information there in store table, not in sale table. Very good. So select store, maybe ID, then what?
স্যার দেন স্যার কান্ট্রি
Then country cannot. I want to show, right? I want to show the
But
store as it
count?
mentioned store and
Count was
total
it?
books sold. Sorry.
Count.
Count. Is it count?
ও আচ্ছা
So
সরি
count order or some order num.
Order num. Nope. is count quantity. Sorry, sum quantity. Okay. Are you getting it? Why it is sum quantity?
জি স্যার সেল থেকে স্যার কোয়ান্টিটিটা
Very good, because one title can be sold. Like for example, flight runner, I can purchase multiple copies of flight runner. That's why the quantity is very important. So you are adding the quantity, not counting. Okay. So sum, then as you have mentioned, it would be from, right? From
স্যার ফ্রম স্টোর
store, comma,
সেল
store st, comma, sell s, where st dot store id is equivalent to a dot store id. So the join has been done, and what else? And বলেন কি হবে?
এইচ ডট
হবে?
কান্ট্রি স্যার
Right? Is it okay?
নো স্যার, না স্যার এখন আরেকটু অ্যাড করতে হবে তো।
কি বুঝিনি?
2019 এটা মেনশন করা লাগবে না?
Very good. And sold in 2019, সেটাকে মেনশন কিভাবে করব? And কি হবে বলেন?
সেল
And
ডেট হবে স্যার।
very good. A dot sell date লিখবো
ইকুয়ালস টু 2019
equals to 2019 তো হয়, date is date, right?
জি স্যার ইন বিটুইন
Should work. আমরা লাস্টে দেখেছিলাম মনে হয়, লাস্ট ক্লাস এই যে লেখা আছে এখানে in between.
জি স্যার।
Okay, so this would be solution for H. Okay,
স্যার আমার একটা কোশ্চেন ছিল স্যার
জি বল।
স্যার কিছু কিছু জায়গায় স্যার আপনার এই হ্যাশট্যাগের বদলে স্যার আপনার অ্যাম্পারসেন্ট সাইনটা ইউজ করে স্যার
Hey, it depends on the notation accepted by the SQL. আর and% use করে, this is basically for concatenation.
ওকে স্যার
So now let's go to I. What I saying?
স্যার
জি,
স্যার এখানে এস ডট কান্ট্রি হলো কেন স্যার? ওটা কি মানে এসটি তো নাকি?
oh right, st, correct. So I, বলেন কি করব?
স্যার এখানে ম্যাক্স আছে স্যার, আমাদের কি অর্ডার বাই করা লাগবে?
ম্যাক্স আছে অর্ডার লাগবে মানে বুঝিনি, সরি।
মানে স্যার আমরা নরমালি সর্টিং এর ক্ষেত্রে অর্ডার বাই ইউজ করি না? তো
আচ্ছা,
এখানে
এই
ম্যাক্সটা
জায়গাটায়
কিভাবে
এই
পাবো?
জায়গাটায় এই জায়গাটায় আমরা যদি একটু দেখি, এখানে একটু মিসিং হয়ে গেছে, সরি। দ্যাট ইজ গ্রুপ বাইতে করতে হবে আপনাকে। ওকে, H.
স্যার এই যে স্যার একটু মানে আরেকবার একটা জিনিস এক্সপ্লেন করবেন
বলুন।
তারপরে স্যার কোয়ান্টিটিটা মানে কেন নিলাম আরেকবার একটু বলবেন?
Okay. So it might happen if you think about a sale data. So in a sale table, what are the things we have? We have store name. For example, একটা store এর নাম যদি আমি বলি, let's say ABC store. Data কথা আর কি আমি বলছি, হ্যাঁ, from I have purchased a book from ABC store. The order number was ORD01. This is the order number. Then title ID is basically T001. That means this is the book that I have purchased from there. Sale date was, let's say, 12/19/2019. Okay, this was a sale date, and discount may be given based on discount ID 23. Quantity, how many books of that I have purchased? Maybe 4 books I have purchased, and I have paid in cash. This is one of the entry. Think of this is a typical entry. Okay, so how many orders have you seen or have you found in this particular table so far? How many orders are there? বলবেন আমাকে একটু?
তো এখানে অর্ডার 01 দিয়ে স্যার
There is only one order.
জি স্যার
Okay, so let me repeat. Let me go ahead. So from ABC store, under the same order, I have purchased 3 titles, right?
জি স্যার
That means in one receipt, there are 3 different titles, and maybe the quantity might be different for all of them. Okay.
জি স্যার
Okay. Now, similarly, from ABC store, under order number 2, title 1 can be purchased 7 copies on some other time. Make sense?
ইয়েস স্যার
Okay. Similarly, under order 2, title 2 can be purchased. Okay. Under order 2, title 6 can be purchased. Let's say 3 copies and 2 copies. But if I want to know how many store-wise total number of title sold, so from ABC store, how many titles have been stored? How many titles have been sold? What should be the number?
স্যার 4
4.
নাম্বার অফ
From ABC store, total how many orders have been placed? Can you explain that first of all? How many orders are there from ABC store? Anyone else want to answer? From ABC store, how many orders have been placed?
Sir, 2 order.
Is it okay? All of you are getting it. There are only 2 orders. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Order number 1 and order number 2. These are only 2 orders. Right?
জি স্যার
Now, if I count, what should be the answer?
6
It would be 6, right? But how many books or how many titles have been sold through these 2 orders?
স্যার টাইটেল তো 4টা আছে
কোথায় 4টা দেখছি? How many
Yes,
titles
on
have been sold? How many
9.
titles have been sold? So it is 4 plus 1 plus 2 plus 7
9.
plus 2 plus 3, isn't it?
জি স্যার।
So
19
under order 01, total 7 titles have been sold. Under order 02, total 12 titles have been sold, right? So in total 19,
জি স্যার।
as we were saying, right? So when you count, if you count how many tuples are there, how many tuples are there? 6 tuples are there, right? Are you getting number 19 from there?
নো স্যার।
So how you have got the number 19? What you have done for that? As you can see, what we have done, we are saying 4 plus 1 plus 2, isn't it? And this 12 I have got by saying 7 plus 2 plus 3, isn't it?
জি স্যার।
So how can I do addition of these tuples? What do I do? Which function I use? I use sum, and sum on quantity. Make sense?
জি স্যার, থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার। আমরা ক্লাসে একটা এক্সাম্পল করেছিলাম না, যে প্রোডাক্ট লাইন ছিল, অর্ডার লাইন ছিল, ওরকম এক্সাম্পল দিয়েছিলাম। থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার।
G. Okay. Now let's get back to problem number I. So in I, we found find the authors who have earned maximum revenue in 2019. So we want to find the authors who have earned maximum revenue. Now, what I want to do, so if I write select author, maybe AU F name plus AU name. So I'm writing the name of the author, right? This is how I write the name of the author.
জি স্যার। স্যার
Selecting
কনক্যাটিনেট
this,
না করলে স্যার অন্য কোনো ওয়ে আছে?
it will look better, isn't it?
জি স্যার, ঠিক আছে স্যার।
So that's why I'm concatenating. But you can simply say F name comma L name. That might also work. Two different columns would be there, but now here I will found it in one column. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me go to SQL. Let me show you how concatenate look like. So if you want to do these things here, so select, let's say, color, comma, price from PC. If I run this query, hmm, So as you can see, if I run code, I will see model, speed, and hard drive in 3 different segments. That means in 3 different columns. Okay.
Yes, sir.
But if I can do segregation, then it will come within 1 or 2 column. So let me just show you how it will work. So here you can see we have model and HD. Now, if I simply do a simple operation like this, just adding these up, okay? So it will be, how many columns you will see?
Sir, one maybe.
I'm expecting to have only 1 column. If they are stored as number, error আসছে?
আসতে পারে স্যার, বললাম স্যার।
Oh, error to hobe, incorrect bolbe. They will tell me I am wrong, but they will show some number. As you can see, it shows me only one column, right? And this is
Yes, sir.
basically sum of these 3. বুঝতে পেরেছেন? That is basically what I want to show you here. If you want to not this one. So the issue remain, if I write the query as author name comma last name, author first name comma last name, then basically how many columns I will see? I will see 2 columns, right? But if I aggregate them, then I will see them in a single column. That means it will show first name and last name together. So for the display purpose, it would be more accurate, that or more appropriate, I should say. If you simply say author last name comma first name or first name comma last name, that will also work. Okay. So are you there?
Yes, sir. So
From
author table.
okay, the name would be coming from author table. Then do what?
So এখানে তো ডেটটা দেখা যাচ্ছে না, যেখানে ওর ডেটা দেওয়া যায়।
Where? So what I need?
স্যার রেভিনিউটা কি স্যার?
So earning, right? Earning should be equivalent to এরকম কিছু না ব্যাপারটা?
জি স্যার, কিন্তু স্যার 2019 যেটা ওটা
Let me go one by one. First of all, I need to understand the earning of the authors in 2019, right? How can you get the earning? How much author has earned? How can you get that?
স্যার রয়্যালটি থেকে।
Okay, so first of all, we must need to understand how to get earning. This is basically the task that we will be doing, how to get earning. So how can you get earning? বলেন শুনি। Select কি হবে? কি করব? How can I calculate earning? শুনি একটু।
স্যার সাম করতে হবে স্যার আমাদের, যদি রয়্যালটি হিসেবে নিই প্রত্যেকটা আলাদা টাইটেলের রয়্যালটিটা সাম করতে হবে।
কিভাবে সেটা?
তাহলে
earning
স্যার ওটা
কোথেকে আসবে? Earningটা কোথেকে আসে? Just tell me that. From where I will found the earning? What is the base table for getting the earning? আর্নিং হয় কখন? First of all, the sale record should be considered, right?
Yes, sir.
So sale record এ কি আছে শুনি। সেল রেকর্ডে কি আছে? What we have on the sale record? We have quantity and we have discount factor, right?
Yes.
So discount কি আছে এখানে? They have discount ID only, right?
জি
So
স্যার।
if you are given 10% discount, what you should do? It should be 100 minus discount divided by 100. That should be your earning. Right? Are you understanding? So if I mention discount is equivalent to 25% and the price, if the price is given 100 taka or 100 taka, what is the earning? What would be the earning?
স্যার 0.75।
0.75. Earning is 0.75. The price is 100 taka. Discount is 25%. What would be my earning? 0.75.
মানে স্যার ওখানে স্যার 75 সেখানে আপনি ডিভাইডেড বাই 100 করেছেন এজন্য বলছিলাম।
না আমি তো বলছি আমার প্রাইস হচ্ছে 100, ডিসকাউন্ট ইজ 25%. What would be my earning? এটাকে সলভ করেন, এটুকুন সলভ করেন। Discount is given 25%. The price is 100. How much I need to pay?
75, sir.
75
75. Very good. এই 75 টা আমি পেলাম কিভাবে? How do I get 75?
স্যার প্রাইস মাইনাস ডিসকাউন্ট করেছি।
Price minus discount করেছেন। See, is it what you have done? Asiya?
স্যার এটা
This is the
করেই তো
case, right?
75 আছে।
আচ্ছা, ভেরি গুড, ভেরি গুড। আমি এখানে একটু সংখ্যাটাকে একটু চেঞ্জ করে দিই, হ্যাঁ। 20% price is 1000. So what should be the earning?
700.
As per you, price minus discount, that means 900. Sorry, 975, right?
No, sir.
Isn't it?
না স্যার
Can
Sir,
Asya, you have mentioned the formula is price minus discount.
না স্যার এখানে
কি?
আরো কিছু ক্যালকুলেট করতে হবে।
মানে কি? আমি বুঝলাম না। মানে the formula changes based on the data.
না স্যার একটা জেনেরিক ফর্মুলা লাগবে।
বলেন তো কি লিখবো এখানে? What should be the case? এখানে কি হবে? অ্যানসার কত হবে? What should be the answer?
750, sir.
750. Very good. কিভাবে পেলাম এটা? বলেন এখন।
Sir, price minus discount price.
Price minus discount price. Discount price আবার কি? এটা কোথেকে আসে?
Sir, discount divided by 100 multiplied by 100, sir. তাহলে sir
Discount divided by 100 multiplied by 100.
Sir, 100 না sir, price হবে sir.
Price. এটা is it what you are saying, right?
Sir, 100 minus discount into price.
100 minus discount
Into price.
into price.
Yes, sir.
আমি একটু দেখি।
স্যার
ডিসকাউন্ট জি
স্যার প্রাইস মাইনাস তো ঠিক আছে, তারপরে স্যার যে ডিসকাউন্ট ওখানে স্যার আসবে স্যার হচ্ছে আপনার
I believe this
ডিসকাউন্ট
one is,
ইনটু।
I believe this is right. This one is right.
জি স্যার।
And someone is saying 100 minus discount, that is also correct. Someone has mentioned also, or someone কি জানি বললো এটা 100 minus
100 minus discount into price.
discount into price. This is not completely correct. Divided by 100 করতে হবে.
জি স্যার, ডিভাইডেড বাই 100 করতে হবে।
Then this is correct.
জি স্যার।
Then this is correct. This is or this, whatever you say, these two are correct. So to do this, you understand, like for this purpose, এইটুকুন করার জন্য, so I have done this much. আমি এইটুকুন আগে লিখেছি. This is the discount factor. So I am saying quantity multiplied by discount factor into price হতে হবে, as you are saying, like price থাকবে, isn't it? So price এর সাথে সাথে আমার কোয়ান্টিটিটাও দরকার. How many? That is also important. So this will do what? This will calculate a single row. এই যে এখানে যে ছিল মনে হয় এই ভ্যালুটাকে আসবে, এরকম কিছু একটা করলে I will get something, some discount factor দিয়ে আমি একটা কিছু পাবো, right? Some amount, and this amount has to be added up, right? এটাকে যোগ করতে হবে না? বুঝতে পেরেছেন?
জি স্যার, বুঝতে
কি লস আবার? In one record, I'm talking about one record. এই যে একটা রেকর্ডের কথা বলেছি যে এই ফর্মুলাটা দিয়ে what we have tried to find, we using this formula for a single record I can find the amount, isn't it? But if I want to know how many, what is the total sale, then basically what I need to do, I have to find out the summation of all those things, right?
জি স্যার।
So eventually the earning would be sum of these make sense? Is it okay?
জি স্যার।
সবাই বুঝতে পেরেছেন? So if I do this, then basically from where I am getting this information, from sale table, let's say A, then I need discount table, get the discount D, and I need the price. Where is price table? Is there any price table? Do I have price table? Price is there in title, right? And what should I do? Where A dot title ID should be equivalent to P dot title ID and D dot discount ID should be equivalent to A dot discount ID. Make sense? Make sense? And when I am doing sum with respect to what? Sum is basically aggregation. So with respect to what I am aggregating? Let's say if I want to show title wise revenue, then I have to group by title wise. So this would be title wise revenue of the title, isn't it? How much the title has earned. Make sense? Are you there?
Yes, sir.
So এই পর্যন্ত কি বুঝতে পেরেছেন? যদি বুঝতে না পারেন প্লিজ লেট মি নো।
জি স্যার, বুঝতে পেরেছি, কিন্তু স্যার এখানে আরেকটা পার্ট বাকি আছে না?
এই পর্যন্ত কি বুঝতে পেরেছেন?
ইয়েস স্যার, শিওর স্যার।
বলেন এটা কি বুঝতে পেরেছেন এই পর্যন্ত? So we have found
স্যার আমরা এখানে দেখতে পাচ্ছি স্যার।
title wise revenue, right?
জি স্যার।
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে। Now the issue here, is it earning of the author? Because we have to find earning of the author, right? So this is revenue. This is revenue from the titles, isn't it?
Yes,
But
sir.
author didn't get all the money. How much of this is basically coming to the authors? The author get a portion of the money which is identified here. As you can see in the title table, there is something called royalty. This is a percentage that is basically given to the author. Let's say 10%. So if royalty is given 10%, that means 10% of the income or revenue will go to the author. If royalty is 15, that means 15% of revenue will go to the author. Make sense? Are you getting it?
শিওর স্যার।
So if I want to find revenue, that means royalty for the royalty for the title should be computed from here. Select title ID. These factors should be multiplied by royalty divided by 100. Then I could say this amount is going to the authors. This percentage, right? If it is 10%, then it would be multiplied by 10 divided by 100. If it is 15%, then it would be multiplied by 15 divided by 100. Are you getting it?
জি স্যার।
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now this is basically royalty for the title. Now, if a particular title is written by multiple author, how much an individual author will earn? As you know, the title can be written by multiple authors, isn't it? বুঝতে পেরেছেন?
জি স্যার।
If a title is written by multiple authors, then how much individual will make? Is it equal for all? Is it equal for
No,
all?
sir. It's
No.
not equal for everyone.
Right. For an example, if you work really very hard for a title, you are the main author, but you have taken few others who have helped you out. So will you share the whole royalty with equally with everyone? The answer is no. You own, right? So then there has to be a share of the authors on the royalty, which is basically identified in title author. If you see in the title author table, in the title author relation, there is something called royalty share. This is basically distribution of the royalty among the authors. Okay, so individual authors. So author wise royalty should be identified by I think this one is there. This one is there, multiplied by again royalty Make sense?
জি স্যার, স্যার দুইবার মাল্টিপ্লাই হয়ে গেছে।
বুঝতে পেরেছেন? বোঝাবো আর একটু? Do you need any further clarification on this?
নো স্যার।
সবাই বুঝেছেন? নয়, নরিন? সবাই? আজিজ বুঝেছেন? All of you have understood, right? However, let me make something clear. So let's say I have a title. Title price is set to be 1,000 taka. Quantity was sold 100 copies. Okay. Discount was given, 10% discount was given when it sold. Okay. So if you have this much information, can you tell me what is the total earning from the title? The total earning from the title? বলেন শুনি। It would be
90,000.
price multiplied by quantity multiplied by 100 minus discount, right? Which is 10 divided by 100, right? Eventually this would be কত হয় বলছেন?
90,000.
কত বললেন? 90,000 is the revenue. Make sense? সবাই বুঝতে পেরেছেন এই পর্যন্ত?
Yes, sir.
Now if royalty royalty is given 25%, then how much is going to the authors? বলেন। Authors will get how much? 90,000 into 25
Into 25
5%.
by 100 স্যার, এটা
Which would be
22500 মানে
22500.
22,000।
If an author is basically entitled to get 50% of the royalty.
তাহলে তো স্যার 11250
Royalty,
মানে এটা
then individual earning কত হবে? 22500 multiplied by 50%, right? Which
Yes,
would be 11250, right? This much, isn't it? So this is what we have done here when we have mentioned this much is the price, is the total sale multiplied by this will give how much authors are making, and multiplied by this how much individual author will get. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So if I could find how much an individual is making, that means this is basically now author ID. So based on the author ID, I could summarize how much the authors could make, right? So this query will say, if I simply do this, from which tables the information should come?
তো ফার্স্টে তো আপনার টাইটেলস, তারপরে তো টাইটেল অথর লাগছে।
Title author, TA, titles, T, what else? Sale, A, what else? Discount, D. Isn't that the tables that I need to join?
ডিসকাউন্টও লাগছে।
Discount to লাগছে, where TA dot কি হবে? Title ID is equivalent to
টি ডট
T
টাইটেল
dot title ID and T dot title ID is equivalent to A
এ
dot
ডট টাইটেল আইডি।
title ID and A dot discount
ডিসকাউন্ট আইডি ইকুয়াল
ID equals to D dot discount ID, right? And finally, I have to group them together, right? Group by author ID. So this table will show me what? This table will show me author-wise total earning, isn't it? Is it okay? এটুকু কি বুঝতে পেরেছেন?
জি স্যার।
Okay, but do I want to have, or is it what I want? I don't want that. What I want
ম্যাক্সিমাম
author
রেভিনিউ স্যার।
who have earned maximum revenue, and basically the sale has to be done in a particular period, right? As it is mentioned in I, it was mentioned revenue in 2019. So the sale was done in 2019. So apart from joining, I need to mention and sell date. So I have to have this condition. এটা আমার এখানে লেখা আছে, I am bringing this in. And A dot sell date is in between 1st January 2019 থেকে 31st December 2019. Is it okay? So within this period, whatever the earning of the authors are given here, right? Is it okay so far?
ইয়েস স্যার।
এখন আমি কি করব?
স্যার এখন তো ম্যাক্সিমাম রেভিনিউটা অ্যাড করতে হবে।
এখন ম্যাক্সিমাম রেভিনিউ কিভাবে অ্যাড করব? I can simply keep these things here and same select max যেটা sum যেটা আছে, let me rename it as REV revenue, select max revenue from, let this be my new relation. So under this I am storing all the I'm getting the maximum value from there, right? Right?
কিন্তু
So
স্যার
this is maximum revenue, right?
ইয়েস স্যার
Now maximum revenue is maximum revenue, but how can I compare the maximum revenue with the earning? Can I do that? Can I compare the maximum revenue with the earning? That is, maximum earning can be compared with individual's earning. And if so, how can I do that?
স্যার স্যার এখানে যে ম্যাক্সিমাম রেভিনিউ যেটা আছে না ওটা অর্ডার বাই এর আন্ডারে দিলে হবে না
অর্ডার বাই আন্ডারে
আরেকটা
মানে অর্ডার বাই কেন হবে? অর্ডার বাই তো সর্ট করার জন্য না? অর্ডার বাই ইজ টু সর্ট, রাইট?
ইয়েস স্যার
তো সর্ট করলে আপনি ম্যাক্সিমাম পাবেন, সেটা আপনি কেউ সর্ট করলে তো ইট উইল সর্ট ইউ বেসড অন সামথিং। ইট ডোন্ট গিভ ইউ দ্য ম্যাক্সিমাম রেভিনিউ। মেক সেন্স? আসিয়া?
ইয়েস স্যার
So order won't give you the maximum, but yes, with order by, if you do limit, then it might give you the maximum. But we can do it using with max. So I don't think there is any reason for us to go for sort and things like that. But even though I need to get the list of the authors, right, who has earned this much. So how can I do that? How can I do this? So eventually what will happen, you have to merge somehow these two things. So as you can see, here I have these values combined, and these are the tables from where I am getting the data, as well as this one should be here.
স্যার
জি,
এটা তো সলভ করতে অনেক সময় লাগছে বাট আমরা তো এক্সাম মানে যখন দিব তখন তো এত সময় থাকবে না
পাবেন না তো সময় সলভ করতে। তো আসলে if I start solving the problem, আমাদের তো সময় লাগবে না, বাট if you really want to explain each and every steps, কি করেছি কিভাবে করেছি, তখন তো সময় লাগবে। For an example, it is pretty much like coding. If you want to explain each and every line, you need to spend time, right? But when you start coding, কোড করতে কি বেশি সময় লাগে? যদি একবার বুঝে যান, if you understand, it doesn't take long time, right?
লিখতে তো বেশি সময় লাগবে না সময়
হ্যাঁ সেটাই তো প্র্যাকটিস না করলে বুঝবেন কিভাবে? দ্যাট ইজ মাই ওয়ারি। ইউ আর নট প্র্যাকটিসিং, ইউ আর বেসিক্যালি স্পেন্ডিং টাইম when I am giving lecture. তাহলে তো করলে তো হবে না, ইউ হ্যাভ টু ওয়ার্ক বাই yourself, otherwise তো সময় লাগবে, otherwise you won't be able to answer any question properly. That is true. So here I believe this much will come. Hmm. And that should be how it should be done. Look. Okay. Can you follow now? What I have done?
স্যার
Ji. So author wise, I'm basically computing the total revenue of individual author, and I have merged another column. If you could recall, there was a way, there was a problem like this max revenue will bring only how many column it will bring?
স্যার 2 কলাম।
No, one column. This will bring only one column, and how many rows would be there? This will bring only one column. Why you are saying 2 column? This is only one column, right?
স্যার আমি আপনার পয়েন্টিং এটা দেখতে পাই না এইজন্য স্যার।
So this will bring only one column, and this will be only one row. Okay, because max value will be only one value. So when you basically keep this one with this, that means if you do Cartesian product with this many, then basically you will left out with same number of columns, same number of rows, because one is added, right? Because one is added. Are you is it clear? I think let's take a break for today, because we are I believe like I have stress a lot. So let's solve these problems on our next class. Okay, I'll explain again this concept in our next class. Okay.
ইয়েস স্যার।
Okay, thank you.
স্যার